It is a must-win game for Nepal tonight if they're to have any outside chance.
Yes, it's another grand occasion here in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Tails is the call.
Especially looking at this condition.
What are you going to do?
So it will be easier for our bowlers to
sit with you.
We probably would have also looked to there's too much pride in the squad.
Have won the toss and they're going to bowl first.
Because that surface didn't offer up much. They want to get some in the tournament. There's the powerhouse for South Africa. Got strike rates, everything to go with it. Gets his chance in place of Maharaj. So that's enough.
Well, Atta for Bangladesh.
Porter fires with the bat. It already 5 against the Netherlands. Trick because they're bowling first.
Here we are in St. Vincent. It's match 2 of 5. That's going to be played here over the course of this tournament. And we've had one cracking match already with Bangladesh beating the Netherlands. And we've got another cracker for you this evening. South Africa, unbeaten in New York, up against the associates Nepal. The first time these two sides have ever met. So that in itself lends itself to something really, really interesting. The toss, well, that was won by Nepal, and they've decided to bowl first. Beautiful conditions here this evening. A light breeze blowing across the ground. The heat of the day has dispersed, and this is why it's a significant match. South Africa, well, they're already through. They know they're into the next round, but Nepal, it's a must-win game for them. If they win, they keep alive their chances of going into that second stage. The flags of the two teams out on the ground, along with the ICC banner, and very shortly they'll be joined
in St. Vincent as we look at the South African.
He played in their last time in. Exciting evening. Got plenty of excitement up this tournament, and that was back in 2014. So 10-year, one player who remains from the side years since Nepal have played on this stage.
Decided to bowl first because they want an opportunity to get onto a decent surface. In that series and played beautifully. Quinton de Kock also.
Players making their way out to the middle very shortly.
Themselves some runs and some form as they've already qualified.
What they hope will be a very Dale.
Yeah, good evening.
It's not one in deciding to bowl first.
Bowlers that are operating at that 140 from trouble.
Our umpires for the season, and also in the 2014 tournament, so it'll be one long party. I think that's off the pad. It's run down to the boundary, and yes indeed, 4-leg buys.
Yeah, Samakar may be disappointed with this. He started so well.
It's the one change in the South African team, the strength.
Yeah, it might have been, but I think it's an opportunity to really be able to express himself. But we've seen so many tournament terms, 4 without loss.
Say leg in New York. That's probably a good thing to let the bowlers.
Starts off with
in particular to Quinton de Kock, the off-swing with Barawa.
Lamichan, who flicks the ball back. Tackle.
People around the world would kind of know because of all the franchise cricket he's played, all that experience that he's gathered over the year.
Two batters, Hendricks and de Kock.
Nepal team. Inside edge allows Quinton de Kock to beautifully bowl the on ball. And see how he gets it in that air.
And de Kock said no. 10 without.
Over, running between Hendricks and de Kock.
Timed that one nice.
You find that they will bowl the odd bad, not particularly in good form. I would have left that slipper. I
was mentioning a little bit earlier that bowlers.
Game it was during the day, and maybe this evening the bounce just yet. And the pressure. And seam.
De Kock's going to profit with a boundary there, but it was an unconvincing shot. Perilously close to the stumps, almost dragged it on.
Yeah, fortunate boundary here for Quinton de Kock. We saw early on the over he played.
They're at deep backward square leg.
Release over your team. Your thumb at the bottom.
And you want to try and correct it, and fingers now. And that's as well. He's a skiddy customer. Yeah, the 136, 137 used to play in South Africa. Actually,
That from Sampol Kami. 16 without loss. Stars on show. Work by Kushal Bertel.
Bold was almost halfway down. Bertel charged.
Smashed down the ground by Hendricks. Needed boundary for him and for South Africa.
Yeah, just the release that Reza Hendrick needs. Just like batters are getting on a bit of a roll now.
It in there at over 100. There he's got it. He's managed to have one that's perfectly placed from a length perspective, maybe holding up in the wicket. That's what Quinton de Kock's tending to suggest. And the Powell have got there first.
20 eyes, 9, 10, 0, 11. South African captain. Indra Airy, he's known for the fact that he hit.
He starts well.
Reza Hendricks, he's taking.
Little bit of room given there. Markram moving away. Back to Reza Hendricks, rather, moving away and smashing that ball over backward point.
Yeah, this is one of the few occasions.
It's a lovely shot. First through the offside, and then a beautiful piece of timing from the onside. The bowler just trying to adjust and keep his line a little bit tighter.
Going. He's found 2 in the last 2 balls. On the telephone.